personal calculations families make in constrained circumstances. Effective solutions must address these structural constraints and not just awareness.
PNG law criminalizes sexual activity with minors, possession and production of child sexual abuse materials, trafficking, and other offenses. Child protection legislation recognizes the state's duty to safeguard children and to coordinate with social services, police, and health facilities. Policy frameworks typically call for survivor-centered responses, confidentiality, and mandatory reporting by certain professionals, for example, teachers and health workers when they suspect abuses. In practice, gaps remain. Police Family and Sexual Violence Unit, the FSV use, exist in many towns but are always under-resourced. Some provinces have strong referral networks linking clinics, safe houses, welfare offices, and courts, while others have fragmented services or none at all. Medical evidence collection, including forensic examination, requires trained staff and stock facilities, stockhouse, and struggle adults can derail cases. Meanwhile, child family court procedures and witness protection are not uniformly available, and there are backlogs that can drag cases on for months or for years. Customary reconciliation is not inherently incompatible with respecting justice, but when it replaces legal accountability in other ways, deterrence and may expose children to further harm. The policy challenge is to acknowledge the value communities place on restoring relationships, while insisting that sexual violence against children is public offense that can requires formal accountability and protection measures. CSA is not a legal matter. It's not only a legal matter. It is a lifelong public health issue where survivors can experience the following: physical harms, injuries, sexually transmitted infections, unwanted pregnancies, and unsafe abortions with chronic pain. 2. Psychological harms, traumatic stress, depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation, substance use, and difficulty trusting adults and peers. 3. Educational harm, absenteeism, dropping out, poor concentration, bullying, and stigma that erodes learning. 4. Social harms, family conflict, early or forced marriage, homelessness, and exposure to further violence. Alright. Boys' experiences are often overlooked due to the gender norms and social norms surrounding masculinity. Shame can be acute, and disclosure are particularly rare. Children with disabilities face headed adults. The consequences, if unaddressed, can echo into adulthood, affecting employment, parenting, and community participation. Alright, schools are critical. Teachers and counselors often hear the first disclosure, yet many many schools lack child protection policies, private spaces for conversations, and clear reporting pathways. Some teachers fear retaliation or have limited confidence in external services. Safeguarding must be practical. Visitor logs, separate toilets, monitor pickup and drop-off points, clearly displayed reporting contacts, and regular staff training. Churches and faith-based groups run a large share of PNG schools and health services. They can lead on preventing sermons and youth programs, but they also need independent safeguarding units, background checks for staff and volunteers, and reporting channels and external audits to avoid conflicts of interest. Health facilities provide critical care, emergency contraception, STI prophylaxis, forensic exams, and counseling. One-stop model that integrates medical and physio-social policing and legal support reduce the burden on survivors who would otherwise navigate multiple offices. Police and courts must protect and prosecute while minimizing harm. FSV youth and child-friendly interview rooms, trained prosecutors, and witness support services are essential building blocks. Cooperation with village court should clarify that sexual violence against children cannot be settled in ways that obstruct formal justice. Phone access is nearly universal in many communities, and social platforms are now part of daily life. This brings risk with it. Number one, grooming via messaging apps. Offenders pose as peers or sponsors, then steer conversations sexual. 2. Sextortion. Children are pressured to share images, try to expose or keep them compliant. 3. CSA material circulation. Once an image or video is shared, it can be difficult to remove, compounding re-traumatization. Responses should include digital literacy in school curricula, community lectures for parents and pastors, simple reporting guides on how to screenshot evidence, how to block, report, and partnerships with telecom providers for rapid networking, takedowns, and zero wasting of child health resources. Alright, CSA in PNG is not caused by a single factor. Instead, it is a multi-risk interaction, and it will include the following: gender inequality and harmful. Number one, gender inequality and harmful masculinities. Acceptance of male dominance and control normalizes the coercion. Number two, economic stress. School fees, food insecurity, and unemployment make families vulnerable to transactional exploitation. 3. Alcohol and substance abuse. Intoxication increases opportunity to impair judgment. Number 4, weak guidance. Overcrowding housing, children left alone for long hours, and unsafe transport routes. Number 5, social tolerance of violence. When intimate partner violence is common and normalized, CSE can be minimized or dismissed. Number 6, limited child-friendly services. It is difficult to access confidential, respectful help, and disclosure is less likely. Number seven, customary ambiguity. Practices around marriage and compensation can be misused to excuse abuse. Number eight, conflict and displacement. Tribal fighting and disaster displacement disrupt exploitation networks or disrupt protection networks. So, so given all these points, the ecological model, individual, family, community, and society needs to help organize prevention efforts at multiple levels simultaneously. Right. A credible PNZ strategy should be practical, culturally grounded, and adequate to issues. The following pillars reinforce each other. Number one, survivor-centered care and protection. You see, under this one, confidential, respectful intake at clinics, schools, churches, and community organizations. Medical care within recommended timeframes, PEP for material, SDI treatment, emergency contraception, and trauma-informed counseling, including for boys and children with disabilities with clear referral pathways.